Hello, it's green. It's freezing in here, so I'm leaving my coat on. Sorry about that. You're not here to look at me anyway. We're going to play some harmonica today, so let me go grab the link and we'll post it on the website. Our website is mammothgardens.com. You'll go there and pick up the sheet music, and we meet here Tuesday through Friday. 11 a.m. Mountain Time. This is our 247th, I think, 247th meeting. And we're posting the link on the front page of the website. The website has all the sheet music you need, plus it also has all of the collection of all the videos we've done. It's got a little bit of harmonica information, a little bit of harmonica silliness, a full library of songs. Today we'll be doing our warm-up scales, then we're going to play Ode to Joy, then Buffalo Gals, maybe By the Light of the Silvery Moon, and then Daisy Bell on chromatic. So busy day. Hopefully everything will be perfect and beautiful and lovely. Let me update this and then make sure that it's working properly. Patience, go to view. Well, that's reloading. I'm at the school today. A lot of these days I've been broadcasting from one of the practice rooms here at Metro State Denver. Gardens.com. And the Wi-Fi is usually pretty good, but it's not 100%, so hopefully we'll be lucky and have it work fine. I need to put that on as that, and tweet. Alright, so we've tweeted, and let's see. We've tweeted, we have that open. Alright, and as you walk in, if you it says no data. That's not good. Why is there no data? There's data. There's data. I'm streaming. We are connected. There I am. Well, apparently it's working. It just says no data. It's very strange. Well, you will let me know if you can hear me, please, or whether I'm just recording for myself today. I don't know. 11:01. I've been having a hard time. There's Sandy. 70 degrees today. Is that guitar concert on YouTube tomorrow? Okay, good. My screen is crazy. It's got all sorts of misinformation on it. I guess that's how the internet works these days. Is just full of wrong-headed ideas. Let me see if I can put this here, or if it'll fall off. Okay, that looks fine, right? And then we'll go get pull up your diatonic scales first. Because that's what we're going to do first. We'll do the diatonics today and chromatics tomorrow. Try to switch it back and forth each day, right? So diatonic scales. Sandy asks, is that guitar concert on YouTube also? Yeah, we'll put it on YouTube, sure. We'll do it just like we always do. So we'll do just like this, right? You'll go over to denverguitarorchestra.com, click on the link, and you can join in, either just listening or whatever. Trying to think. I'll probably try to use two computers. One will broadcast will face to the orchestra, and one way will face to me. We'll probably do the Facebook one, or not Facebook, Zoom facing me for those people who want to play along, and then just a YouTube stream for everything else. I think that's what I'll do. That's a great question. I hadn't really thought that through yet, Sandy. Hey Vic, welcome in. All right, let's play some harmonica today. We'll start with your diatonic scales, and ideally with the scales for sure on diatonic. Let's start getting these memorized, right? So so that your body just knows where those notes are. C major scale 2 times through, followed by the A minor scale 2 times through with that. Good morning, Marcia. Good to see you. Let's give it a try. From the top, 1, 2, 3, 4. stop and apologize. My metronome was going and the whole screen's flashing at me, and I'm like, I don't want that. And then I thought I could just reach up there very conveniently and do it without making a scene. I made a scene. From the top, 2 times through on C major, then 2 times through on A minor. From the beginning, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I played a totally different scale than was written on the paper. Let's do one last time, A minor scale, draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll have to go through and figure out what scale I actually played. That's funny. There's our scale. Very poor effort on my part today. I apologize. We'll do better on Thursday. Let's see. So Tuesdays and Thursdays are diatonic scales. Wednesday is the chromatic scale, and then if it looks like we're going to have time, we'll squish in a chromatic scale on Friday, but usually we don't. Hey, Fran, welcome in. Fran, I always call her Fran. I have one student called Fran. This is Francis. Hello, everyone. Sunny and warm Portugal. Well, how about that? We're sort of cold here in Denver. I got my coat on. They don't have enough heat. They don't turn the heat on here in the practice rooms because they don't want students to hang around. All right. There's our poor job of that. Let's go to Ode to Joy. Let's make that our real morning warm-up. 2 times through, blow 5. And again, have a little, I don't know where to put this thing. Hold on. Put it right here. There's the problem. Okay. Ode to Joy. Well, what are you doing here? Dink, 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 dink. What's it doing? Oh my gosh. It's losing its mind. All right, now we're in business. All right. Ode to Joy. Over here. Hey, Linda, welcome in. Good to see you. Glad you guys are showing up late. It's been a total disaster so far. Ode to Joy. Blow 5. 2 times through. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Beethoven. Killing it. All right. Let's see. What's next? On our list of to-dos today, go grab Buffalo Gals. This is one of my very favorite songs. I do not know why, but it's super fun to play on all instruments. So, Buffalo Gals. This is an old minstrel song. You know, those minstrel shows have a very troubled history, but this would have been a song that they showed up to and changed the words for whatever town they happened to be in. And kind of a fun thing, right? The fun thing about this one, if you actually sit down and read the words, they're really, really cute, right? It says, I was walking down the street, and then it repeats, a pretty little gal I chanced to meet, oh, she was fair to see. And then he eventually gets to dance with her, and she's got big feet and takes up the whole sidewalk. It's really cute. With this one, get a little bit of bounce in your step, a little bit of silliness in there. Let's play it 2 times through. There is one typo on here. Measure 15. The first note in measure 15, it should be a draw 7, not a draw 6. So that's I'll eventually get these typos cleaned up, you guys. A lot of times I was just like, fix that one note. All right, so that should be a draw 7, not a draw 6. It probably wouldn't sound terrible if you played a draw 6, but. Ode to Joy is quite a fast little song. Do you feel fast like it's supposed to be faster, or we were playing it kind of fast, Francis? I'm never, some of these things like you get where you're sort of cavalier about it. I sort of try to make it the speed at which I normally hear it. But it's not a bad idea, generally speaking, I think. I struggle with this a lot here at school, is pushing the tempo. When you're on your own, it's never a bad idea to at least take one of the songs during your practice session and really see how fast you can play it, just to get yourself comfortable at playing at these higher speeds. What it'll also do is help you feel more comfortable about reading ahead and not necessarily memorizing songs, but just getting a little bit smoother and cleaner. Most of the time, I think playing fast is way overrated, but occasionally, not a bad idea to knock out one song quite a bit faster than you. You were playing. Oh, I was at the correct speed. Okay, but yeah, to pick Ode to Joy, see how fast you can play it, right, and then go back through. And I just think this business of I here online, I tend to play everything a little bit on the slow side, so that I got a better chance of getting it right, basically, and then hopefully you have a little easier time playing with me. But on your own, for sure, push the tempo. Really be like, you know what, I'm ready to become next level player. 2 things, right? Speed and then being able to bend the notes is definitely that next level up, where you can get a little bit more human quality to your overall sound. Yeah, probably, right? Yeah, good idea to play too. Yeah, play something, just one thing, during your practice session. Pick one thing and just play it real fast. When we perform, yeah. Well, and the other thing is when you perform, if you have somebody sitting there listening to you, always try to knock it down about 10 beats, right? Play it just about 10 beats slower than you think it's supposed to be. That gives you that room to speed up in case you start getting nervous. Yeah, so there are performance tips, because a lot of you guys are thinking, you know what, I'm getting pretty good at this, is I'm going to go out to the docks and hang out on the wharf and make some money playing a harmonica for the people, the tourists coming by. All right, here we go. I don't go downtown here in Denver anymore. It's too weird down there, so I'm not going to make any money. Here we go. 3-beat count in, blow 6, 2 times through. Let's play the first verse and the last verse. The last verse has more syllables in it. 1, 2, 3. strum C chord at the end. That one, because I know the words, I try to put in all the extra syllables in there, so you'll be like, what the heck is he playing? And this is very common in folk music, that rather than giving you 18 pages of this simple song, they'll just cram the words in there, and I've done that on this one here. So if you look at the last note in measure 2, one time you say street, one time you say talk, one time you say dance, and then one time you say stockin' and her, right? And it's all in that same note. So you adjust your blowing for what the lyrics are. And of course, everybody has their own idea of what the lyrics are supposed to be in folk music, but at least gives you a chance to. I always think, you probably spend a little bit of time running through the lyrics on songs just to make sure you know what everybody else is looking at. You're going to be so busy focused in on sheet music and tablature and all that it's sometimes hard to look at the words. So look at them when you're not playing, right? How are we doing on time? It's good. Let's go play By the Light of the Silvery Moon. It fits on one page. Isn't that exciting? That's a fun thing. All right, let me get back over here to the main screen. Let's see. Adding more notes sounds like it's sometimes you do that just as a technique, right? By the light, bum 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 bum, above the silvery moon, and so you might play something like let's see if let me just try it and see it. So it's supposed to be by the light of the silvery moon, but you could just add in some extra notes. Where's my 5? Right? So make the first note a tiny bit louder, and then anything after that just real quiet. Doot, doot, doot. And that way it kind of helps you count as well, right? There are other reasons why we fill in extra notes. Or if you're like, no, I want to get a nice, big, long, beautiful phrase, then yeah, that works too. Okay, so both of those have their place, especially if you're in a duet situation where two of you are playing. One of you can do one thing and the other does something different, and it always ends up being kind of a, not always. There are moments that sounds ridiculous, but sometimes it's like, we just killed it, right? So now you guys may remember, it's been a little while since we've done this song. This is not exactly easy, right? We're hanging out on 7/8 and 9s, and as we've talked about any number of times, we teach in the key of C because that's the common harmonica that you're likely to find hanging out in your house somewhere. But the key of C, when you're playing 9s and 10s, that can sometimes drive people a little crazy, especially when you're a newer player. I've gotten now, after playing with you guys 247 lessons or whatever, that my tone up here is better. It's not great yet, but it's getting there. So the one way to avoid this note is to get a harmonica either in G, which is the one we usually recommend you get, or even any of the low harmonicas. It'll say low F or low E or something like that, and that just brings the overall highest pitch down quite a bit, and so usually it sounds a little bit nicer to your ear. The challenge with those, of course, is then they get pretty sloppy down here in the bottom notes, and so you're always trying to weigh this. I think G is probably the best second harmonica. Well, I guess technically your third. Your first one should be diatonic in C, then a chromatic in C, and then probably a G harmonica. And so when you get a song like this, it's way up in 9s and 10s, 7s, 8s, and 9s. It'll just sound a little prettier on a lower pitched harmonica. All right, let's give this one a try. It's 2 times through. Remember, the second time through, you skip 17 and 18. I have no notes on here, so it must work. Let's give it a try. And not too fast. It says 120, but a little bit slower. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Strum. All right, so 1, I sped up a lot. Didn't mean to do that. 2, hard to play, right? So spend a little bit of time getting that one worked up. We'll play it again on Friday. By the way, on last Friday, I ended up showing up super late. We went ahead and had the class. I think there was 2 of us again. So if you want to play through all of last week's sheet music, go to the Friday one. It's over on the video sheet. And I apologize. I got a call from our contractor. He showed up all of a sudden. As you guys, most of you know, we're remodeling our condominium, and I'm living in this total madness in my house. And when the contractor shows up, you have to shut everything down and go talk to the contractor. And so I ended up being 25 minutes late or something. And of course, all you guys had gone on by then, or most everybody. So if you want to look at last week's end of the week concert, we did do one, and then of course on this Friday we will play this as well. What I've been enjoying doing is playing 2 diatonics each day, so we've been getting, and what I try to do is play the ones that are a little bit harder each day, so that we can get better at them. And it's not, if you've got your 7s, 8s, and 9s together, you're fine. It also has a tendency on this song to be lots of blows and draws, right? So it's not an error thing that's a challenge. It's getting the fast notes correct. And so, to my honey, all, I blew that both times through. 6 minus 6 minus 7 minus 6 6, right? So it's not hard physically to play, but it is hard to get the timing right with moving your harmonica in your mouth, and definitely make sure you're moving the harmonica in your mouth, not your whole face around, but be moving the harmonica to get it where it needs to be. All right, there's By Light of Silver Moon. Not the greatest tune I hit. Not the greatest. It's Tuesday. We'll be great by Friday. That's what we're looking at. All right, we got time to run through Daisy Bell. So go grab Daisy Bell and pull up your chromatics. And let's see how we do with that. It's been a really long time, I feel like, since we've played this. So Daisy Bell today, Danny Boy tomorrow. If you do not have a copy of Fly Me to the Moon, please toss me an email. If you have one, you have the right one. There's only one out there. And so... you know what I'm talking about. All right. You can actually play this on your diatonic if you are I've forgotten we had a diatonic line on here. It's very, very high on your diatonic. Well, it's no higher than what we just played, so if you want to stick with your diatonic and get a little more practice with your 7s, 8s, and 9s, it's here. I am definitely, any chance I got to drop it to play on chromatic, I'm going to take it. Let's give it a try. This one, sometimes you see it written in 3/4, and sometimes you see it in 4/4. I think it's harder to play in 4/4. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer. 2, 2, 3, 4. So that's the pace we're going to be looking at, and I really feel like when it's in 4, you want to feel the beats, right? Really pay attention, because our tendency, when we've heard this song so many times, is to go too fast. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer too. And that's too fast, right? We're working on tonality always with harmonica. Not that hard of an instrument to learn how to play, but it's very hard to learn how to play it with any kind of tone that people would want to listen to. So give yourself a lot of patience. Really feel the beat as we go through here, and let's see if we can get it pretty close. Okay, 2 times through, play to 16, come back, do it the whole thing a second time. 1, 2, 3, 4. C chord. So one of the things I was noticing just now, we've heard this song a gajillion times in your life probably, but well, I don't know. It's an old, it's the number one song from 1892. So just tell people you're playing the hits from 92. I was really paying attention to the standard notation, and guys, we hardly ever talk about it, right? Because we just sort of know how the song goes, and then we just blow the tablature. But in this case, we've heard it a million times. There's all these different arrangements out there. It's a great opportunity for you to be practicing with those standard notations. So take a look in measure 1. You got 2 half notes, right? Those are worth 2 beats each. Daisy, Daisy. And then the next measure, you got all kinds of cool stuff. Eighth note, quarter, dotted quarter, eighth note, and then a whole note. So it's 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 1, right? So eighth notes are worth a half a beat each, right? So the first 2 notes are half notes, 1 and. Second note's a quarter note. The third note is a quarter note, so that's worth a full beat. The next one, that dotted quarter, is worth a beat and a half, okay? And they make up the extra half beat right at the last note in the measure with a half note, or half a beat going into a whole note. Give me your answer due, right? And getting that rhythm is a little bit tricky. I was also fighting down here, measure 13. Quarter note, extra long quarter note, eighth note, quarter note, eighth note, quarter note. And so really kind of a fun thing to look at. The other piece of sheet music stuff, we've been talking with the ukulele players about this a lot, is when you see a note tied together, look at measure 10. It's the same note, quarter note followed by a dotted quarter note. You add those 2 together. That line there ties everybody together. And so you'll see marriage, I can't afford a carriage, but you'll... So remember, those ties are one long note. On harmonica tablature, I don't even recognize the fact that there's a second note there, right? You'll see minus, like measure 10, -5, 5. And you're supposed to be double checking up there on the standard notation that that note's carried all the way through until the -5 at the end, which is an eighth note. So you want to carry it a little bit longer. Now, I didn't do a perfect job of this, but I am definitely thinking about that as I'm playing. And I think that's a very musician thing to be thinking about is, hey, when I'm blowing these tablatures, those tablatures are a cheat sheet in some respects to make it much faster and easier for me then to get the notes correct. And then I want to look at what's going on in that standard notation. How long am I supposed to really make this? Am I counting in my head as I'm playing? Am I singing along with the lyrics? And then I think most importantly is, am I getting good tone and getting the song where it sounds like my version of the song? And so when we're playing an ensemble, we're supposed to be playing together. But when you're on your own, you can adjust those if necessary, right, to whatever you think makes the best presentation of you playing the song. So I always tell people, man, your sheet music is a recipe. It is not the holy tablets brought down on high by Moses. So this gives you an idea of what an arranger thinks you should do. But if you like the song and you're going to turn it into something, give yourself plenty of permission to bring your artistic sensibility to it. And you may have heard this a million times in a different way. Play it your way. When we're in an ensemble, you gotta have to play it the way I play because we're playing along together. But when you're on your own, you can turn them into something hopefully cooler than what I do. So there we go. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It's so good to see all of you. I'm just thrilled to be back playing harmonica. And yeah, Vic mentions, hey, chromatics and diatonics. I love going back and forth. I think the fun part about diatonic is that it's in my mind, it's a more expressive harmonica. It has a lot more, you have a lot of ability to bend those notes and really turn it into something. But it does have a limited number of songs it can play, whereas that's not true on chromatic. And I do think that some chromatics give you a certain amount of, like this one I'm playing you can bend the notes quite a bit, and you don't want to overbend notes on a chromatic or you get to buy a new chromatic. They're $150, you want to be a little kind to them. But yeah, we'll keep playing both, and they sound kind of the same, but they're very different instruments, and each has its place, right? Sort of like playing a metal string guitar and a nylon string guitar. Each of them has its place in life. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow. I'm really hoping this week goes just smooth as silk. We have yet to have 4 solid days in a row together, and I'm hoping this is going to be the week. I'm hoping. My life is getting a little less crazy. I'm just about caught up with stuff I'm supposed to do for school, and the house is going to be an ongoing mess forever. At least another month. So I just have to get used to that. But I'm in kind of a groove now, and I think I should be able to get this going smoothly, I'm hoping. So you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon. Let's see who all was here today. Sandy, Vic, Marcia, Francis, Linda. Is that everybody? I think so. Have a wonderful night, guys. Peace.